No timeouts left for the Bucks. Here comes Dame. 3 seconds. Dame pulls for the win. Oh, Dame time!
I want to talk a second about Dame as well. Again, just going back to it, the shot. Dame was 9 for 23 tonight, so he was 39%, but he was 5 for 13 from three, so he shot 38% from three tonight. Was 6 for 6 from the line, four turnovers. I mean, if you look at his game, 29, 8, and 4. If you now again, it's hard. If you take away the end game three for Dame, you're probably like, man, you could have you probably needed just a little. You would have. I think you would have come away saying, and this is how close the margins are in the NBA. The Bucks win by 1 point. If that three ball does not go down for Damian Lillard in the game, you probably in this. You can obviously say, okay, well, if Chris played a little bit better, if Chris was playing, the Bucks probably win. But I'd probably end this game saying, if I got a little bit more from Damian Lillard, I think the Bucks win the basketball game. That's probably where I would have come down. But the Bucks do get that little bit more with the 3-point shot from Dame to finish. Is that how you saw it too, or did you think Dame had a great game throughout? Because I guess again I was slightly disappointed with this game up until the last seconds. And I thought there were good moments. I do think he gets fouled, and they don't call a lot of his fouls. But again, that's what Dame is here for. For that moment right there, at the end of a game, we have not traditionally. Again, Giannis can score a little bit at the basket, but he can't do anything like that. Chris Middleton can hit set shots. I seen him do it. Chris can't really do nothing. Chris ain't coming up the court and off balance doing that ain't Chris's game either. So this is a dynamic that you really haven't seen before from the Milwaukee Bucks. This is what he's here for, to hit those kind of shots. And even like I said, that like you talked about, Chris, the three that he hit after the turn with Malik Monk, all those baskets were timely. And so I will say he does have some timely shots. And again, it was Dame time tonight at the end of the game. Just evaluate. I mean, what would you give Dame a grade on Dame's game tonight? And again, I know we have to take into account the three ball to win it, but give me your overall opinion and view on Damian Lillard and his play tonight.
So in the beginning, right, the first half, he had like 10 points. He was 4 for 9, right? And I said, okay, Dame, all right, he's gonna really wake up. He's gonna turn on the juice in the second half, right? You realize Dame finished 9 for 23. That's damn near a tour date right now. I'm not gonna put out the only reason why I didn't say it's a tour date is obviously late in that game. You saw how well he played, and you saw the game-winning shot, right? He finished the game 9 for 20. Dame was not shooting well in that second half at all, right? Like it was not looking great, right? Having said that, I give Dame. I mean, he made the game-winning shot, right? The homer thing for me to do is, I give him an A. He made the game-winning shot, right? I would give it. To be honest, I'd say maybe a high B, right? Like a yeah, maybe a high B, like
89%.
86, 87, right? Like, because what I'm thinking, like 88 to 90, a little B plus or A minus. Yeah, maybe like a high B. Looking at all of it, I just because that second half. I mean, a lot of that second half was not pretty for Dame. So yeah, I give him a high B.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna email the teacher and go ahead and round that thing up to a 90.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give him an A minus. The reason is I thought in the beginning of the game, right, we're supposed to have Dame take over and have strong starts in the first quarter, but it seemed like he was out there looking for fouls instead of actually taking it hard and pause trying to get to the line and stuff like that. I think he was out there more so being a foul merchant, and when they're not calling it, you look like an idiot out there. So I thought the first quarter was a little skeptical of Dame, and then down the stretch, a couple of bonehead mistakes, turnovers. But I thought what he did well in the fourth, and I'll give him this, is letting Giannis work a little bit, letting Giannis get to the rim and do his thing, and then obviously you have the game winner, which is definitely that's something that you're not going to have if you're the Bucks last year. Years prior to that is a guy who can bring it up all the way down the court, damn near at the logo, and fade away and knock down a three for the win. Like, that's something that you're not going to see out of Drew Holiday. That's something you're not going to see out of Chris Middleton or Giannis or relatively anybody that's played for the Bucks in the past decade or whatever. So I think that gives me a sense of confidence when it comes to anything can happen with this Bucks team late in the game, and when it gets to the playoff times, that we have a guy like that who we could just trust to put the ball in his hands.
Yeah, well, and forget just on the Bucks. It's most people in the
In the
league.
league,
That's
yeah.
the thing that most teams don't have guys that can do it like Damian Lillard. Hey, what's this? At Zebro88 says, no matter what's happening, Dame always is capable of that knockout punch, and that's the thing. He always has the knockout punch that's there, and that's why this Bucks team is always so dangerous. And again, you saw the picture the other night. Dame had his kids with him. He took the personal day, and since he took the personal day, he's had a couple. He said he started off well tonight. Was kind of mad throughout the game. Was that the fourth quarter? Was that overtime when he got the foul on and got the 3 shots? Was that overtime as well? Where he got the 3-shot foul?
No, that
Or was that late in the fourth?
Yeah. I think that was overtime.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was too. So, I mean, again, Dame had his fingerprints. I want to see how many points he had in overtime, but Dame had his fingerprints all over that game in overtime with the Bucks. So again, just that we talked about it, John. I'm taking Giannis and Dame at the end of the games at all times. The game within a couple possessions, and again, a 6-point lead, couple minutes to go. It's just never enough because Damian Lillard hit the shots. You got Brook Lopez hitting shots, and again, and really, I don't think Giannis did Giannis score those last sequences in overtime. Did Giannis have a bucket? I don't think. I think that was all Dame. Well, Giannis did make the pass to Brook Lopez, but I think that was. I don't know if he scored in overtime.
Pat made the 3. Yeah,
Pat hit a 3.
I don't believe.
Yeah,
I don't. OT.
Yeah, he might not have. So I think that's kind of what it is. Green Rangers, like Trey always says, give me the 1-2 possession game with Giannis and Dame. I'll be good. Green Rangers says Fox was the clutch player of the year last year. Dame, I think Dame will probably win that award. Also mentioning that they've been trapping doubling Dame hard. What happened?
I said, let's go. That's another war. You come to Milwaukee, see what happens. You play with Giannis, see what happens. There's some hardware for Dame.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think so. I can see that.